Hi guys, Jurassic Junkie here, and this is my second attempt at doing the Friday Night Rant. Welcome to the Friday Night Rant. So yes, I've just sat here and spoke for 20 minutes talking to the camera. I've already started on my beer, and so now I'm just going to have to show you a half beer. And yeah, I went to edit it, and for some reason the file was just completely corrupt. So yay, I've got to do it all again. So let me say all of the same things again. But you don't know what I was going to say, so it's still going to be brand new to you. So before I actually move on, I just want to explain, I am looking a bit like a homeless bum. Reason for it is last year when it came to November, obviously we have a Movember, we have to grow a moustache or a beard to fight prostate cancer, and obviously the idea is to get donations, but at the same time I decided that I wanted to grow a beard, but when I was working for the place that I was working for, I thought it looked a bit unprofessional. I'd like to grow a moustache, but if I do, I kind of look like my dad, and if I look like my dad, then Jo hates me because she don't want to kiss me, the older version. So the point is, if I grow a beard, I can kind of get away with it. So I'm going to grow a beard. That's what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, it's becoming incredibly itchy already, so I may end up shaving it quite soon. But we shall see how it goes. So let's crack on with the half-drinking beer, or cider in this case. Now, I actually did get a beer last night to drink, and then in the middle of the night, Jo went to the fridge, and it apparently exploded. It fell out and shot all over the place, and I wasn't around to see this happen, so when she said it fell out and exploded, it might mean that it fell into her tummy and exploded inside there, so we don't know if she drank it or not. But the point is, we went out, she brought me another drink, and it is a cider, and I can't hold it sideways because it's open, by the name of Fizz. Now, the weird thing was, the actual top of this cap came in like a tinfoil top, which was quite weird. I did open it for you on the previous video, but that's now corrupt and dead. But it is a cherry cider at 4%, and I will drink it now, pretend it's the first time. That's the first time, and that's really nice. But no, it's alright. It's not, it doesn't taste bad at all. But you know, it's a cheap taste. So yeah, it's an alright cider. So we'll crack on then. So bear with me if I kind of get confused, because I don't know if I've said it already or whatnot. But so this just shows how much this is just messed up, because what you're going to see in about 10 minutes was actually just filmed 10 minutes ago, because I just did a little joke and then I realised you wouldn't get the joke because I didn't talk about it. So this is just all messed up. But what we're going to talk about is Nintendo and the adverts. And what this is this week in the UK, we've got our first Nintendo Wii U advert, and it's amazing. So here's a little clip from it.
Shoot at the TV like never before. Spring, 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 spring.
And yes, I just love it, absolutely. Spring, 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 spring. And the advert itself isn't amazing. It's not terrible. It kind of points towards kids enjoying the console more than it does adults. I know a lot of people say, well, it's not for hardcore gamers. Well, if it's not for hardcore gamers, stop saying every so often it is for hardcore gamers as well as normal gamers. But the point is, the advert is a bit shit. But just the entire spring, 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 spring is just, I love it. I can't stop saying spew, spew, spew enough. And then, as I just said then, you wouldn't get a joke earlier on, so obviously I can't just give it away. There's another spew, spew, spew thing coming in, so no. Alright, I'm just going to cut here and then carry on where we was. It's a mess. We're going to talk about Ubisoft today. Now, Ubisoft is one of them franchises that I really like. I think Ubisoft are good because the games that they create are fresh and they're new, bar one, and we'll go on to that in a minute. I like the Uplay system where you can play games, earn inside game achievements, then spend that achievements on DLC. So you get free DLC from these people, which I think is absolutely awesome. So Ubisoft are, in my eyes, one of the good guys. And sadly, they do every so often make a bit of a bad game, and they're the ones behind the Black Eyed Peas experience. Now, the thing is, they made the Black Eyed Peas experience, and apparently, when they was actually talking to the good old Peas, they actually signed up for a 2-game contract. So, behind the scenes, Ubisoft has been working away on the Black Eyed Peas Experience 2, or whatever terrible name it's going to be called, and they kind of finished it. It's pretty much done now, and obviously they need to get it signed off, so they sent it over to the Peas, and they never got anything back. So they contacted them, they actually emailed them, did the normal stuff, and got nothing back from them whatsoever. So I don't know if the Black Eyed Peas actually played this game and went, you know what, this is terrible, or they're just going, I'll ignore them, and we're not bothered about it. But the point stands, they signed a contract, and to be fair, I think Ubisoft have the right to actually sue the hell out of them, because if you signed a contract to actually say, yes, we're going to do this, we're going to have a partnership and form something, then you stick to that. That's the point of a contract. But the thing is that Ubisoft, I don't know if they're being a bit rich here with the numbers, but we don't know, we'll soon find out. And Ubisoft are claiming that £233,000 was actually spent on developing the game, and it's in an excess of £1 million, which does not include Ubisoft's out-of-pocket development costs. So they're saying that obviously they made this game and now they're out of pocket of £1 million because they would make all that in sales, and they're suing the Black Eyed Peas for it. And to be fair, I hope they bloody win, because like I said, you sign that piece of paper means you've committed to them, and so they should sue them. So you go, Ubisoft. But it's not all good news for Ubisoft. I'm going to have to shake my finger at you now and say, that's bad of you. And what it is they make the Assassin's Creed games. Now, to me, I'm not a big fan of Assassin's Creed. The simple reason for it, played number 1, loved it. And then it felt ages since number 2 come out. I didn't even think about it coming on the cars. I kind of just forgot about it. And then when the trailer first came out for number 2, I was like, oh great, this is awesome, this is like perfect time, and I really fancy playing this because I've had a good break from playing Assassin's Creed, and I really enjoyed number 2. And before I even finished number 2, there was like, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, and they're just throwing them out left, right and centre. And to me, it damaged it a little bit, and I went, you know what, don't want to play your stupid game. And I've not played their stupid game. And to be fair, lots of people play their stupid game and they absolutely love it. So I'm not saying the game's terrible, but to me, that's why I don't play them. But Assassin's Creed 3 is nearly here. In fact, it is here, I lie. With Sandy going around blowing everyone away, a few people actually got it quite early, because some of the game shops were saying, do you know what, these shops may be blown away and you're going to be stuck in your houses for a few weeks, so here's the copy early, which is pretty awesome of them doing it. The point is, Assassin's Creed 3 is here, and they've actually got a character that they're rolling out, and this character class is called the Sharpshooter. Now, to get the Sharpshooter, you have to do something, and I thought straight away, here we go. We're probably talking about DLC. We've got to drop some money on this new character, which, if that was the case, would annoy me, but it's DLC, it's the way the world works. But no, this is really, really dirty tactics. To get the Sharpshooter, you need to leave your console area. You need to venture out into the world and actually go to a shop and buy some NOS drink. So once you've purchased your NOS drink, you then have a look underneath and there shall be a little code. Then you go to drinknos.com or something stupid like that, put the code into their website, they give you another code, you then enter that code into your console of choice, and then they will give you your character. So they're actually saying you cannot have this unless you buy a product from somebody, which to me is really, really bad. I know a lot of people do dirty tactics, but this to me feels like one of the worst. It's actually saying, if you don't drink our sponsors drink, you can't play the game with this character. And I think it's really, really bad tactics. Now, it doesn't sound like this is going to be the case forever. I think in 2013 the character is going to either be released for free or you can purchase it. But at the moment, if you want it this year, you've got to pump some drink down your neck. And I think that's a really, really bad thing. So Ubisoft, I'm going to shake my finger at you. You normally do good, but that's quite bad of you. But don't worry, Ubisoft, because you're going to be overshadowed now by EA. So, EA, you've done well this week. As always, they managed to land themselves on the Watchdog. And for anybody who doesn't know, here in the UK we have a show called Watchdog. And it practically means if we want to piss and moan about something, we send Watchdog a letter, and if Watchdog get plenty of the same letters, they talk about it and then hope somebody will give them a response. In this time, it's going to be EA. So what it is this time is the actual FIFA 13 players have actually all sent Watchdog a load of complaint letters, simply saying that when they're playing a game, their actual ball disappears, or goes invisible, sorry is the word, characters go invisible, hanging on the actual game. So to be fair, it just sounds like normal stuff, like Skyrim had bugs, other games has bugs, but obviously because FIFA has a massive backing, obviously that means it's going to sound like there's a lot more voices chucking heat towards Watchdog. So Watchdog have picked it up and they spoke about it, and quite funnily enough, FIFA 12 was actually on Watchdog as well, so far they're doing awesome with the feature franchises. And what it is obviously Watchdog then contacted EA and says, come on, all these people complaining, you've taken their money, you've taken some additional money for the DLC and all that lot, when are you going to fix it? And EA responded back. Now, this is pretty good going. First of all, EFA, That's a cross between FIFA and EA. So first of all, EA kind of just sucked their own dick for a little bit, saying, look how many things we've got. And it starts off with, FIFA 13 has been the most successful launch on sports video game in history and the biggest video game launch of 2012 to date. The game sold more than 4.5 million copies the first week around the world. And big on for ages, just saying, look how awesome we are. But then, this is the best bit, bit of gold here. So they've turned around and said, our commitment is not only to address the issues necessary to fix and improve the FIFA experience as quickly and effectively as possible, but to deliver new services and new content all season long. So they've actually kind of just says, yes, we've got to fix bugs, but we've got to make DLC, get off our back. So yeah, I think that's quite bad of them actually just kind of admitting that not that there's a bug, let's fix it. They've kind of gone, yeah, there's a bug and there's a DLC we've got to be doing. Do you know what I mean? And one way's one a bit more because it gets a lot more money. So they've kind of just really held their hands up there and go, yeah, we'll fix that once we made some more money off pushing digital content. But in good news this week, they Q2 financial reports come out for EA, and they've actually said they're at a £380 million loss, which is awesome. And what they've said at the same time, though, digital is actually doing really well. So we know EA pushing digital, so the digital sales are doing quite well, but overall it's a bit of a loss. And they've kind of blamed that on saying Medal of Honor. God, yeah, I'll just blame the fizz because this is the second take now. But yeah, Medal of Honor has actually done soft sales, that's the word in this. I think the reason for that really is EA, fair enough, has its finger in many pies, but they do quite a lot of the time just churn out the same shit. There's a golf game, let's put another number in front of it, done. There's a football game, another number in front of it, done. And let's just bang some more FPSs out. Spin. So yeah, they're saying overall it's actually been a bit of a bad quarter. And to be fair, you've got to remember that at the same time they've taken themselves off Steam, which is a massive market, and they've put themselves on Origin, which is not as big of a market. So I don't think they've done themselves great this year. So I'm quite happy to see they've actually taken a bit of a knock when it comes down to money. But at the same time, on Reddit this week, somebody actually pointed out something very weird, and that is if you want to actually buy Mass Effect 3 in Germany via Origin, you have to pay €49. But if you're in Ireland and you want to buy the very same game on the very same system, it's going to cost you $69.99. Which is very weird, because I would have thought if it was the German one, which is more expensive, I could think it was a bit justifiable, simply because obviously the game is a English game with an English cast and voice, and then obviously to make it in German, you're going to have to get some German voice actors in and recreate the game as such, and obviously that's going to cost them quite a lot, and then you could pass that expense on to the actual consumer who's buying it, and therefore justify charging a bit more than the Germans. But no, it's the actual Irish people that have got the more expensive game, and the Germans have got the cheaper one, which is very odd, but then again, that's the way EA just works. Right, and to finish us off, you may just notice the camera angle just slightly moved, and that's because I just went to edit this, and then the editing got chopped off because the camera finished, so this is my third time doing this last little Microsoft rant. And what it is obviously Microsoft has launched out Windows 8, at the same time Forza came out. At the same time, Smart Glass was said to come to Android and iOS devices in 2013, but what they've done is actually brought it out for Android to come out the same day as Forza and Windows 8, which was kind of awesome. So when I actually got my Forza disc, which I must say I've actually really fell in love with, I obviously was playing that game, and then I instantly just downloaded Smart Glass for the phone to actually give it a good try, and I'm impressed. First of all, though, I need to state that it does look like there's two versions of Smart Glass. There is one which you can get for your mobile device, and there's also going to be a full bells and whistles bigger version, and that is going to be for tablets and laptops and PCs. Now, first of all, I tried Smart Glass out on this, and all it does is it actually just detects straight away what game I'm playing, gives me achievements and stuff like that. So, not an amazing amount of stuff, but the best thing it does, it allows you to use your phone as a keyboard for your Xbox, which, to be fair, is absolutely awesome, because the amount of times when you're actually putting in codes is really annoying, so you can now use your phone. But at the same time, if someone ever sends you a message, you can quickly just respond through the phone, or if you want, you can hold it and go, spin. See, I'd have to get another one in there. But yeah, the point is, it is quite cool having it on your phone, but the best experience that I got out of it is when I actually put it onto the laptop. So we actually downloaded Windows 8, and to upgrade Joe's laptop to Windows 8 only cost £25, so that's pretty good of Microsoft rolling out that price as cheap as it was. So I downloaded it, instantly detected that Forza was into the actual console, and the first thing it did is brought up a really big, nice map of the actual Forza area, so when I'm playing the game I can just actually look down and see exactly where I am on the map. So one hand though, it reminds me of the Kinect. When that first came out, I was like, wow, this technology is really cool. And after a bit, it kind of, now I just think, oh, Kinect's dead. It's a bit of a fad. So I'm worried that Smart Glass may be the same. Like, straight away, I'm like, woo, Smart Glass! But maybe in a month or two down the line, like, to be fair, I don't even really use it. So we shall see how this all pans out. But I'm looking forward to see what additional things, apart from maps, they're actually going to give us. So it does feel very much like the Wii U's controller. So it's going to be interesting what experience we're going to get through Smart Glass. So Halo is just about to come out, and Halo is Smart Glass ready as well. So we shall soon see how all that pans out. But it did make me think a little bit about the Kinect and its life. And I don't use the Kinect very much, but I've noticed I've been using it more lately, and it's for a different reason, and it's simply for voice. Now, I played Mass Effect 3, and I was controlling the characters through my voice, giving them commands, and it worked really, really well, and it kind of gave it a bit different game experience, really, and I really enjoyed it, and it works very well, and that's been now applied to Forza. So when I first started playing Forza, I thought it was going to probably push, like, drive your car like this, and to be fair, there is no motion controls at all in Forza. It's all voice. So when you're actually just driving your car, you shout out the words GPS nearest race and it will take you there instantly, which is a very, very cool feature. At the same time, you got Need for Speed just coming out, and that is all voice. There's no actual movements again, apart from the feature seems a bit stupid. Like, for instance, when you've got your controlling around, one analog stick is always for controlling your actual wheels of the car going left and right, and the other one's always for your actual camera angle. And it says if you forget what that other thumb's for, then you can say the words camera rotate and it will actually rotate for you. So to be fair, the features sound a bit shit. But the point still stands. It sounds like the people that are using it the best are the ones that are just using it for voice. Then you've got people that just use it obviously just through pure motion. So for instance, the Fable Journey came out and it's not done too great. I think it was at 35 on the charts, so it kind of just went straight in there. And yeah, and that's because it's fully motion side of things. So it just made me think, really, that I want to put this out as the actual question of the week and simply say, if you own a Kinect, is it dead for you? Do you think it's just a fad and it's pointless anymore? Or do you use it? And if you do, are you using it for motion or just for voice now? Because I've noticed as well when it comes down to simple things like Netflix. I'm always on Netflix on the Xbox, and I've never actually sat there and gone and used my swishy hands to try and control the menus. I've just used my controller, but I do use voice control. So for instance, if I'm kicking back and the phone rings or I need to quickly do something, I will shout the words Xbox pause and it works. So to me, the Kinect now is a very expensive microphone that sits on top of the TV. So I just wanted to get the view and see if everyone feels the same way. And that is it, guys. So I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to crack on with some Forza because I absolutely love that game. And yeah, I would say I'll finish this drink, but to be fair, this Friday Night Rant, it's took me about 2 hours to film, so I'm going to finish editing it because the majority of it's down there in my timeline. I'm going to export it, chuck it online, and then get some gaming done. So I hope you all had a great Halloween, I hope you filled up with candy, and I hope you have a great gaming weekend. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers, bye.